In Kenya, debate is rife over the morality of hiding wealth in tax havens. That's because the country's president, Uhuru Kenyatta, was among the world's rich who were named this week in the Pandora Papers. That's a project that exposed the people behind these secret assets. President Kenyatta and his family were revealed to have owned an undeclared network of offshore companies. The news has not been well received onshore in Kenya and in the current harsh economic times.
Many Kenyans were not too surprised to learn that their president had stashed large sums of money abroad. The Kenyatta family is known to be among the richest in the country. Nevertheless, the latest revelation has caused consternation.
Most youths are unemployed, so I think the money could have been used to generate income for the youths.
For us, we are down and we need money. We need to generate our facilities in Kenyans. They are down.
No one will arrest him. No one will question him. They run the game. It's like an emperor.
The documents show the Kenyatta family has been secretly accumulating a fortune on offshore accounts and in foundations, with assets worth more than $30 million. One of the assets is an apartment in London. One foundation names Mr. Kenyatta's mother, Mama Ngina, as the first beneficiary, and the Kenyan president as the second, who would inherit after her death. The Kenyan constitution prohibits a state officer to hold offshore bank accounts, but there's an exception.
So if a state officer with reasonable facts wants to operate a foreign bank account, they can only do so with the express permission of the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission.
It's unknown whether the president had declared his assets abroad or not. But even if he did not break the law, his reputation is on the line, observers say. For years he's been portraying himself as an advocate of transparency, an image that is now tarnished.
The president is leading a country which attaches itself to national values and principles of governance around equality, around transparency, around accountability. And so if the person, the office holder of the office of the president does not serve as a good example, then it throws the whole fabric, moral and social fabric, into disarray.
By using offshore accounts, the president's family avoided paying taxes, money that could have been used to improve public services for Kenyans, says Member of Parliament Didmus Barasa.
And at the time where the country is also struggling to bring in enough COVID-19 vaccines to be able to vaccinate Kenyans, and also the skyrocketing cost of living, I think is a serious indictment to him as a person and even to his government. He should also apologize to the country, if not resigning.
In a country where politicians have a history of using their political positions to enrich themselves, he thinks the Kenyattas should be held accountable.
One day will come, they will explain to the Kenyans that the thousands of the Kenyan people who have suffered for lack of proper medical equipment in their hospitals, that the thousands of Kenyans who have lost their employment because of a poor environment of doing business, that the thousands of Kenyans who are now grappling with the effects of COVID-19, their tears will cry revenge against these people.
With less than 10 months until he leaves office, observers say even if the president did not act illegally, it's still immoral, and he has failed to live up to his own promise to be transparent with the Kenyan people.